So here in the left, we have our result. And it's good to write hyperbolas in standard form because we can obtain the information that is needed right away. To graph any hyperbola, there are three things that are needed. We need to know the location of the center, which we have it here. H, comma K. So in this case, we are going to have a center at 5, comma 4. Another thing that is needed, it is the length of A, which is the distance from the center to the vertex. A will always be located at the denominator of our first term. Well, if it's 36, what we have, think about which value raised to the second can give you 36. That will be a value of 6. And the last piece of information that is needed, it is the value of b. And we can use the denominator of our second term to find that out. The denominator should be written as b squared. So now ask yourself one question. Which value raised to the second can give you 81? That will be a value of 9. So now we have the three pieces of information that are needed. So now we can sketch our hyperbola. Let's start by plotting the center of our hyperbola at 5, comma 4. Now to identify the direction of our hyperbolas, take a look at where A is located at. A, it's located right underneath the x variable. So from our center, we need to have a horizontal movement of a value of 6, and that is where we're going to find our vertex. So from our vertex, if we move 6 to the right, we're going to be at the location of 11, comma 4. And from the center of 5, comma 6, if we move 6 to the left, we're going to be at the location of -1, comma 4. And now when we take a look at the location of B, notice that is right underneath the y variable. So the length of B is going to be applied vertically from the center. From the center, when we move 9 units up, we are going to be at the location of 5, comma 13. And from the center, if we move 9 units down, we are going to be at the location of 5, comma -5. And now that we have these 4 points, we can determine the box that will define our asymptote. When we connect the upper right-hand side with the bottom right-hand side, we are going to get our positive asymptote. And when we connect the upper left with the bottom right, we will obtain our negative asymptote. And now we can sketch our hyperbola. Now remember that our A was underneath the x variable, so our hyperbola is going to be open horizontally. Here we have the left-hand side of our hyperbola. And here we have the right-hand side of our hyperbola. So now we are done.
Hello, if you would like to continue learning about mathematics, you can check out the videos on the left.